on the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air with Penix. Hauled in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. A toss now to Robinson. Hits some space around midfield. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta, first down. Penix looking to pass. Pass complete to Campbell. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Falcon first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Carter up the middle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying with Robinson. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Carter trying the left side. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Now backed up to the 8, 3rd and goal. Again, it's Robinson. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was frightened, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game. With how well they were eating up yards and 1st downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Working on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go.
I'll throw it. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. From the gun, Judkins. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. The pressure's there, and it closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have second and pretty long here. Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here he goes, third and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Sanders sends it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with third and long. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Third down, it's Penix. Finds his back, it's Robinson. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. down, ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Ready.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Pass play coming here. A little screen pass for Judkins. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
3. Let's go now.
Judkins headed right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Okay, ready.
Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
Setting up to throw. As the open man downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Robinson on the inside give. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Browns pick it up. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, they're going to give you a shot at it. Go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
First down from the 42. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Browns first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing now on first down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. A.J. Terrell making that stop. It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. The Browns with the lead here from Huntington Bank Field. Second down now. They need 7. They're throwing it. Catch made left side by Judy. Oh, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the set.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this.
Go! Back to 60. Warriors, 70. Trap 50. Trap 60. Go!
They'll go, Judkins. And he gets this forward to the 19. Well, that was a big 3-yard gain because of instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first.
Okay, you call that play in a huddle as a quarterback, you break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. You get that surge at the point of attack on 4th and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
That throw finds Tolbert. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A quick throw completed out to the left. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Penix on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. On 1st down, here's Penix. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standards they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. And we put everything he's got behind it. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
He's back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. All lined up and ready to boot this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Gets it to him on the screen. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Dump off caught by his back. Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Browns rolling out 6 DBs. Third down. They'll throw. Third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Dude, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Hunt team on the field. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And they make the tackle at the 38. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll throw it here on first. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Go check. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Judkins running between the tackles. Bounces this outside. Winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result. It's 2nd 10.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Another one for Judkins. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Back to throw now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Quick throw on the RPO here. It's Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a 3-possession game. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Sanders all set to send it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Cut out left. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Dropping back to throw. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done. You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Fielded at the 11. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. It's an option right that begins this drive. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Give him 8 on that one. And that's a Falcon 1st down. Play action. Here's Penix. Gets everything he has under this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Third and 4 coming up now. Penix here from the gun. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Falcon football, but this late, that lead might be too much for them to overcome. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. To the air with Penix. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got first down here from the 36. Trying to throw this from the gun. Big strike here to Williams. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Slot man motioned over. Here's Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Throw is caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And he drops it. As costly a time as any to bobble the throw on 4th and goal. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
It's a design boot. Dumps it off to his running back. He's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Judkins out the middle. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's an option play right side. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the give, here's Judkins. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Here's Judkins on 1st down. And some solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns close to picking up their 5th win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey, smash Broncos, go!
Another game to Judkins. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Cowboy 80. Ready,
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Come on.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Ready.
Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
So the Browns come away with the win. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
Run it down. The sign is up. So run it down. Get your money up.
shows on north side of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me, and I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly, but the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot, well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know, yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said, I have a proposition. Every really want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? And she said, you can make me dance. I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And let's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Then she say I'm a magician. And if you really want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright.